Hey Pisces, welcome to the channel today. This is the Divine Order of the High Priestess. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be using the Alchemy deck by Kim Kranz. Thought you might like to see the cards today, hence a different setup. And as always, I just want to thank everyone for all their comments, liking, sharing, subscribing, helping to get this channel going. Cannot thank you enough. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have subscribed as well. If you'd like a personal reading, check the description box below for my email. Shoot me a quick note and we'll get something set up for you. And just another note quickly, if you'd like to make a donation, I actually made a donation link. It's listed in the description box as well. Would really appreciate any support you can offer at this time, but if not, that's okay too. Let's just dive right into the reading, Pisces. So today, like I said, we're going to be using the Alchemy deck by Kim Kranz. At the top of the deck, you've got the moon, we've got Saturn, right next to that is winter, followed by coagulation, mystical sister, copper, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, ash, separation, and lead at the bottom. On the bottom of the deck, we have conjunction as well. So taking a look at this, Pisces, it's interesting. You definitely recently went through some type of karmic experience. I think you're still trying to purge that from your being at the moment. The moon next to Saturn indicate to me that there could have been some deception involved. If you were not totally honest with someone or someone was not honest with you, it's quite obvious to me that, Saturn right next to it is indicating that this definitely was some type of karmic experience that you went through. Could have happened or maybe started last winter, or maybe you're at the point where you're kind of moving past this relationship that was impacting you in the past, and you're going to transmute those energies or just this fully from your being this upcoming winter, maybe, November, December, January, or February. But ultimately, because of this relationship, Pisces, has kind of left you in a state of questioning or just looking deeper for answers, I think, within yourself and how you essentially focus your time and energy into love, what you can offer somebody else. Or again, too, could be in reverse where you're questioning what someone else maybe offered to you at the time. But I think you're looking deeper at yourself and analyzing how this came about in a deeper way than you previously were looking at it before. And in doing that, there's likely to be some type of transmutation of energies. The copper card as well, right over here, is really indicating to me that if you have not been focused on love, or maybe you've been really dialed in more so on your work, career, making money, other activities beyond, giving yourself 100% within the context of a relationship, I think that's going to start to shift after you assess this situation fully and you come to a deeper understanding of your involvement in it. When I look at the Neptune card as well, could also be another Pisces, could also be indicating some type of illusion that you had. I really more so feel like the Uranus card next to it is indicating to me that it's going to be some type of shocking information if you're still in the midst of analyzing this matter and it's still really hitting you at the heart chakra, that you're really going to come to an awakening or some type of realization about this matter that could be shocking, could be unexpected information coming forth, could just be a major transition or something that is likely to devastate you or hit you very hard relative to this matter that was highly unexpected. The card below that, Pluto, bottom left, is really just indicating to me as well that it's when you find out this information, could have been recent, you might find this out coming up, but it's likely to be quite transformative for you. It might, in fact, really just take you down to the point where you feel, anytime I see the ash card, I think of Phoenix Rising. It's like burning to the ashes. The bird has to set itself on fire so it can be reborn again. And with this separation, I think it's going to truly devastate you potentially if it hasn't already. I really feel strongly, and again, I'm kind of going back and forth, but I'm really trying to read into the energies as I'm communicating the messages to you in the midst of channeling, is that it's quite possible that someone's going to move away from you. The separation card indicates that to me. If you were hoping to maybe rekindle this relationship, you are looking for deeper truths, deeper answers, or again, maybe you've come to some type of understanding within yourself as to some of the illusions that you have put forth. Maybe, for example, you could have thought, hey, we've broken up. Maybe we're meant to get back together. This is meant to be long term. And some shocking information comes forth. Potentially that person's moving, they're moving away from you, they're in another relationship, or you get into another relationship, and I feel strongly it's more so the other person than it is you. But whatever it is, this separation is likely to sting a little bit, Pisces. And it's going to make you feel heavy. It's going to make you feel very weighted. The lead card indicates to me as well that it's some type of deep karmic experience that you truly need to go through before you can rise again and come to a better understanding of what somewhat occurred within your own actions, the other person's actions, and why you are essentially kind of left here without even maybe you don't have the answers. Maybe you're still trying to understand, how did I get to this point, because you thought there was going to be a different outcome potentially. The conjunction card definitely indicates to me that there is a unification of energies. So again, if something in the past has been hidden, if there was a shadow part to this relationship or situation that you just truly were not aware of, or maybe you didn't want to look at, I think it's forcing it to come forth. It's forcing it to light. So now you unfortunately have to face it. Not totally a great experience, Pisces. But at the same point too, the way that I look at it is sometimes we don't face our own truths. And in doing that, we tend to run away from things or situations that maybe we were not really sure why we were running all along. Until we stop to take a look at it, we can keep, living in some fantasy or illusion for as long as we want, but you can't run forever. I think that's kind of the lesson here that I'm getting from the universe, is that if it's a karmic experience, it's something you unfortunately have to go through to better understand yourself, your true path in life, maybe where you went wrong so you don't repeat those mistakes potentially, where the other person went wrong. And often when you are running, or you're just not looking at something because it's so transformative, it's so destructive to your being, it literally burns you to the ground. Usually something shocking or destructive has to occur, because it's the only way for our soul to evolve and to accept what is rather than what we want it to be, type of thing. Let me pull a few more cards for you, Pisces. While it doesn't seem like it's a great thing, I can tell you that it's actually very positive, because once you come to the place of acceptance that this had to occur for you to see something very dark and truthful within yourself and come to a place of acceptance about that, all it can do is help you grow from here if you choose to transmute those energies, right? And accept the transitions and the transformations coming forth at this time. So I definitely would not try to fight it, and just come to a place of acceptance for what is, rather. Mortification just flew out. Okay. That's just indicating to me that you're really assessing your life in its entirety, looking at how you got to where you are today, what paths you chose along the way. And the eye is really just telling me with some level of discernment that you're really starting to look deeper at what occurred with this matter. And it's a beautiful thing, Pisces, because while it's not great, you could be losing somebody very important to you. You could have lost somebody could have passed on, relative, a close friend could have moved away. you're learning something very profound about yourself, and you're no longer able to look away. You're choosing to face it, which is very brave and courageous. Couple more. We have the benevolent guide and the great work. So Pisces, the great work, I believe, is a card that indicates renewal. There is hope for you after this situation. I believe that you're going to realize that something has truly ended that you thought maybe once could come about again in union and harmony. Maybe it was like you weren't ready at the time. If it's someone you lost, I think you're reassessing, where do I go from here as your next step? Because maybe this was the plan all along, right? To harmonize with this energy that at one point was very meaningful to you and probably still is. This is forcing you to recognize that there's a different path ahead of you. New love is emerging for you, new hope, new sense of renewal, prosperity, abundance. But it's going to require you to do a lot of internal and external work within yourself, and come to a place of acceptance that if you want this in your life, I don't think you can approach it the same way that you have been previously. Maybe you didn't show your true self, and that was a major issue. There were lies, deception, illusions, but ultimately, somewhat, I'm getting the intuitive message that you are the great work in progress. You have overcome a tremendous amount of challenges in your life, and probably within the context of this relationship. And you have now kind of been, going through a sense of renewal. Who am I? Who do I want to be? And realizing that, unfortunately, with love, sometimes you don't always get second, third, fourth, fifth chances. It's kind of like you really have to value it when it comes to you and treat it the right way. And that can be a very significant learning lesson for you, Pisces, as well. And there's going to be some type of message that's going to come to you that you do deserve more. If it was a question of self-worth, worthiness, do I deserve this? Just know that whatever love is going to come in for you in the future, that you may, again, not have this ever again. This love that you once did have, or you thought you would always have, because it could be leaving or already has left. But recognize that despite the fact, there is opportunity coming about for you if you choose to accept it. Let this be a message that your world is still colorful and hopeful, and there's a lot of opportunity for you. But again, the work is going to be required from your perspective. Go within, do the deep work, trying to look at the situation deeper, so the next time something like this comes around, you can be a little bit more cognizant, I guess, of how you need to act and respond in relation to this, and value it with a sense of purity rather than, I don't know why, but I keep hearing suspect. So if you're just like cautious, or you're always suspicious of somebody, just know that like there's a lot of internal work I think you need to do, and even to just forgiveness within your heart, Pisces. I think that's kind of the biggest message that I'm getting, is that you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, but you also need to forgive yourself for for maybe this situation was due to some of your personal issues that you just did not want to face at the time. Ultimately, you deserve to also forgive yourself, and you have to release this matter finally from your being to move forward again. Last card, Pisces. Yeah, the despicable face. So ultimately, Pisces, what I'm getting is that you have to go deep within yourself and look in the mirror and truly understand, who am I now after this situation? It might be a very challenging thing for you to look at, but you're going to have to in order to push forward. When you do that, again, I do feel strongly that when you can forgive yourself, come to a place of acceptance, and release this situation from your being, you will find that it's going to be tremendously hard to do that But love will come forth again if you just have hope. It may not be the exact person or situation that you want, but I think the only place you can start really at this time is within yourself in order to move forward again. All right. I love you guys. That's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Once again, if you'd like a personal, check the description box below for my email. Shoot me a note and we'll go from there. And as always, if you can share, like, subscribe, or if you can make a donation, support my channel, please check the description box below, or feel free to pass this on to anyone that it would resonate with. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time. All right. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, Pisces. Bye.